making hearts ignite. Sports Bytes, Philippines, we rise. Through the coast, the fields, the skies. Loud and proud, we chase the prize.
Okay, Andrea, first of all, I'm just curious about you and this app. I've read about it from the CEO, but I'm just curious, what lured you, what impressed you the most about it? Is it that that's first? What lured you to it? What impressed you?
Okay. Well, at first sight, what impressed me the most is that the app pick roll meets the most basic need of every basketball player, which is find the nearest basketball court and go there and play with friends and family, which seems a pretty simple thing, but sometimes it's pretty hard in Italy. I don't know elsewhere. Because you never know where the nearest court is, what's the shape of it. Many of them in Italy are not in a good shape. Maybe the ring is not straight, the floor is bumpy. So it's all these little things. So I started using it because it's really comfortable. Even if I have to go to shoot with my sons, it's very easy to use and it's useful overall. So that's what impressed me the most. So this simple feature, but very useful.
Okay, being the global ambassador, I mean, moving forward, can you provide us some things what things you plan for this app? I mean, how do you intend to market it?
Yes, well, I mean, I told you how it starts. I think now it's evolving, in a sort of online playground where different community from different cities, country are generated, and they can interact with each other. It can be through tournaments, through random games. So that's what we're starting to see, and that's where the app is going. I think it started just as a map to find playgrounds, and is going into something else. It's growing into more of a community playground community, and overall it's an app that is very how can I say, modern, because it pushes young kids to play sports. So it's not only something that is on the computer on the screen and you spend the entire day on the screen. It's something that pushes you to sweat, to do physical activity, which I think it's something very important today in 2025.
How do you think this will impact? I mean, right now the number of basketball players doing the game has been going crazy. How do you think this will impact their chances of getting as successful as they wanted to for the game? I mean, just like you, maybe their dreams of being a pro someday.
I think it can be very impactful from that point of view. I take a look at my story, playing in the playground with friends and around Italy in a different city where I was growing up. It definitely helps you to keep your love of the game alive and to make it grow. So more than anything, I don't know about the technical part, because that's something that you learn in the gym with professionals. But about if we talk about the love of the game, the passion for it, and making it grow, I think playing the playgrounds with random people or with your friends helps you a lot. So the idea that the app can help some young kids to keep the love of the game alive and make it grow, and maybe one day this guy will become a pro athlete. So there's something very attractive to me as an idea.
For your country, for Italy, how does this help? I mean, especially now that I know you're competitive and you've been ranking and everything. How do you think this will impact the kind of players you need for your national team?
As far as the national team. Okay, I don't think it's going to have an impact, honestly, on the national team. Again, there are two different sides, the pro side and the amateur side. So this is more on the amateur side.
Okay.
But like I said, somebody that plays is a young people like myself. I played in the playground myself, and then I ended up in the starting five on an NBA team. So it doesn't matter where you start from. So then when you become a pro athlete, obviously you don't go to play at the playground anymore, because you have a contract, you have to go to the gym, and before getting to the national team, you need to be a pro athlete. You can't go from the playground to the national team.
Yeah.
But yeah, the other good thing about this app is that it's definitely international. So it's
Yeah.
not about Italy, it's not about Italian national
Yes.
team. One of the focal point of the app is that absolutely international. They're downloading it from all over the world, different countries, and that's the strength of it. That the fact that it has an international flavor.
Any ideas how you plan to market this? I mean, how do you feel you can convince others to use the app? I mean, if you have anything in mind or plan.
Well, as of now, the word of mouth is doing the biggest part. Other than that, just like any other enterprise or company, we have a commercial plan, we have a budget for it, and we just follow the strategy on the commercial side of things. So that can be anything: paid advertise, paying other paying influencer, paying a brand ambassador, make a campaign. So we have different things scheduled, just like any other company that has a commercial plan to market and to do branding.
Okay. And do you think there are more features that this app can offer?
But yeah, definitely, we'll offer more features. We're always thinking about it, so we're always trying to evolve and to give more perks to the users. So can evolve. It has to evolve. It's not a if. That's mandatory because otherwise, especially in this kind of world, in the tech world, you gotta evolve and get better. Otherwise, you're gonna be left behind.
Anything you have in mind? I mean, the first thing that if you were to be asked, the first feature that you'd add, anything in mind?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yes, yeah, I have in mind that, for example, the prizes for the season. Now we have seasons where the user can subscribe and they play and they gain points, and then there is a ranking, and the first players they're gonna get a prize or a reward. So working on that, so getting those prizes, those rewards better and better and more attractive each day is definitely one of the things that I have in mind. So those prizes have to get better and better, because to reward the users. So that's definitely something I want to do, and the other guys want to do. We're working on that.
okay. Okay. Can I ask the NBA questions now, if you don't mind?
See, of course.
Okay. My first question is, what's the experience of playing alongside Jonas Valanciunas in 2011?
But Jonas was very young in 2011. Obviously, was his first year.
Yeah.
Great guy, a great effort guy. So somebody that definitely leaves everything on the floor. Keep pushing it to get better, to learn. So when he arrived, didn't have many moves. It was very raw. And if you look at the career that he had, that says it all. A hardworking guy that built his own career.
Okay, currently he's linked with the Denver Nuggets. How do you see that fit? I mean, with the Denver, with Nicola and everything.
Well, I think Valanciunas fits pretty well in everything, because he's he's a hardworking guy. So he's not somebody that needs the ball to shoot 30 times. So he's not a star player that is gonna jeopardize the game. In there, he takes rebound, he defends hard, he does everything hard. So I think those kind of guys fits well almost in every team.
Would he be enough to bring back the Nuggets to the championship, to the finals at the least?
Well, I think the beauty of the NBA now in this latest year is that it's very how do you say? It's very the level is very competitive. Everybody can win. You don't start the year and you say for sure one of these two teams is gonna win. So that's the beauty of it now, and that's why they're gaining so many viewers now compared to the previous season.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'll move to the next question. In 2010, you had the chance to. Well, you were with Chris Bosh for a time, but he had to leave. Can I get your thoughts on his leaving Toronto for Miami?
But those are personal choices. It's always a complicated decision. You have to put your career, your family, everything together and take a decision. So I think and nobody can judge another human being decision on a personal life thing. So if he did it, I think he was happy with it. So it was definitely the right choice for him if he made it.
Well, how about for you? What did that have any impact on you? Because that meant for you more playing time for you, more focus on you with the Raptors then.
No, at that point, it didn't really make more playing time for me because I was a starter, so I would have played anyway. So it didn't really change much. It was losing a great player, so which is never a good thing for us. So for me personally, I would have rather having him than not having him, obviously. So,
Oh,
but
right.
that's an easy answer, of course.
Okay. Another team, the Knicks. What are your thoughts on them? Has there been big change? Are you impressed with the change? What you're seeing now?
Yeah, but first of all, I'm very happy because Leon Rose, the president of the team, was my agent for all my
Okay.
career and a good friend of mine. So I'm very happy about how the Knicks are doing, mostly for him because there is nobody left that I know at the Knicks. So
Okay.
I don't know any other guys that are still at the Knicks. So I'm very happy for the Knicks because I played there and because Leon is the guy there now. So
So, are you impressed with what they were able to achieve last season? I mean, although they fell short, are you impressed with their run?
no, I mean the team is good. I mean the team is very good, and I think it's about time that they unleash the potential of the team because for many years also when I was there, if you take every player every player the team is been very good for many years, but it was never able to perform at an high level and be a winning team.
All
So
right.
now it is. So I'm very happy for them.
Okay. One player you got to play with the Brooklyn Nets, Rondé Hollis Jefferson. Can you share anything about him? Currently he's here in the Philippines. He's been doing good.
Okay.
He's been winning championships. Can you share us anything about him? Your experience with Rondé?
Yes, so it was his first year, so he was a rookie. So again, very young, coming out of the league, very enthusiastic about everything. I can remember that. So he was a very energy guy, very enthusiastic, and he was one of those players that he doesn't do anything specifically good, all perfect, but is one of those all-around players that can do everything. He can do a little bit of everything. He can play a little bit on the post. He can shoot. He can run. He can dunk. He can jump. He can defend. So he's one of those all-around player that of course in a team it can be very useful.
He's being hailed as the Southpaw
Is
Kobe right now.
sorry, it's being compared
Kobe
about.
Bryant. Kobe Bryant.
Mhm.
The late
What,
Kobe.
what do you think about that?
Well, yeah, I'm gonna ask you. What do you think about that? Do you think there's?
Yeah, I'm asking you. I'm
Me?
asking you.
It's still different if you talk about Kobe. It's still different,
I mean, I think Kobe, Kobe, MJ, these kind of guys, that definitely they has to be left alone because I think they're on another
I
level.
agree.
So
I agree with that.
I wouldn't compare anybody to MJ or Kobe.
Okay. Okay. Last one.
I'm sure he will give. I'm sure he will give the same answer, Ronda.
Yeah, well, Kobe and MJ are different from they're in a class of their own. Well, you can imitate them, but
Exactly.
there's no replacing them.
So blows the game begins. Sweat and grit where legends win. The clock is ticking, hearts ignite. Sports Bytes, Philippines, we rise. Through the coast of fields, the skies. Loud and proud, we chase the prize. Sports Bytes, Philippines, alive. The roar crowds, the clash of steel. Every play you fight, you feel.
Yeah, it's not every day I get to talk to a legit NBA player, man. Yeah, and thank you for spending the time. I told you even if
Of course.
it's only 4 a.m. here, I'm gonna stay up just to talk to you.
Oh man, it's 4 a.m.
Yep, but I'm gonna talk to you. I'm gonna stay up for that.
That's dedication right there. I love that.
Yeah, all right. Okay, so let's start it. So don't take much of your time. Is that okay?
Let's go.
All right. Okay.